Here we go. It just keeps going. Garrett came out with a tweet today, okay, 4 hours ago. And this is after Robbi came out with a lie detector test result. So Robbi comes out. First of all, Robbi didn't have to take a lie detector test. Okay? She did it anyway. She did it to clear her name. And once again, why? Because Garrett called her a cheater with no evidence. By the way, Garrett has presented no evidence that hasn't been debunked. Hold on. No evidence that hasn't been debunked. If someone's driving a car, Garrett, are they trying to hit you? In other words, you say, well, that guy tried to hit me with his car. Okay, what's your evidence? Well, he was driving a car. That doesn't mean he was trying to hit you. He could have been just driving his car, dude. So she comes out with this lie detector where it is the opinion of the examiner that she was being truthful to the investigation target questions during testing. Were you using any cheating devices while engaged in a Hustler Casino live poker games? No. Did you cheat in any way during the casino Hustler Casino live poker games? No. Did you cheat in any way? No. Were you using any cheating devices? No. Did you conspire with anyone during the Hustler game to cheat? No. So the guys asked her, well, did you use any cheating devices? No. Did you cheat in any way? No. Did you conspire with anybody to cheat? No. And he believes that she's being truthful during the session because of during the lie detector test. So the guy giving the lie detector test says she's not lying. So she's not lying when she says, I didn't cheat, I didn't conspire to cheat, and I didn't use any device to cheat. But that doesn't matter to Garrett. That doesn't even matter to Garrett. Does not even matter. He comes out with a tweet today, the day after the results came out. So the results came out yesterday, last night, right? Joey had a little stream about it, and they're discussing it. And she even puts out the lie detector test in public, 15 hours ago. Now, 4 hours ago, after knowing all this, after seeing all this, after hearing all this, Garrett says, uh, the moment I was very likely cheated in the Jack forehand, the moment I was so, okay, we've got no evidence. We've got no, Ryan is not guilty. Nick's not guilty. Brian's not guilty. Brip's not guilty. Nick Airball's not guilty. Nobody's guilty of anything except Brian, who stole some chips, right? Not related to the cheating. We've got a lie detector test from Robbi. We've got her saying she didn't do it. We've got the live stream, which everybody can watch, which there's nothing going on. And the guy still thinks he was cheated. This is like being in a bar and accusing, you want to press charges against a guy for attempted assault. Well, what did the guy do? Oh, he took a shot. And every time he took a shot, he looked into the mirror. Okay, well, did he threaten you? No. Did he talk to you? No. Did he lay his hands on you? No. Well, what exactly did he do? See, it's weird because he was taking these shots, and every time he took a shot, he looked into a mirror. Nobody else looked into the mirror. That doesn't prove attempted assault. It doesn't prove assault. Just because some girl plays Jack 4 doesn't prove that she cheated. And Garrett's still hanging on to this. I was very likely cheated in the Jack forehand. Oh, hold on a second. The moment I was very likely cheated in the Jack forehand, my professional life was always going to be forever altered. Well, guess who did that, Garrett? You did. He's acting like, oh, I got cheated and oh, my life was altered. Okay, there was somebody that forwarded the idea that if she had played Jack 4 against Phil Ivey and Phil Ivey turned up 7-8 and lost, Phil Ivey would have went, okay. What about Persons? What would he have done? He might have laughed. Oh, you got me. Good on that one. What are you practicing to be Phil Hellmuth? I mean, Garrett did this to himself. He is the one who's claiming she's cheating. He's the one who called Ryan aside. He's the one who had Ryan talk to Robbi. He's the one who told her, oh, well, this is going to be seen by a lot of people. Oh, you effed up. He's the one, not Robbi. He did this. And he's acting like, oh, my life would be forever changed because I was likely cheated. It's like, dude, you were not cheated. There's no evidence you were cheated, and you're the one who acted like an idiot, like a moron. Well, at least I'll live with some peace, knowing the 135K will be in the hands of a great cause. So once again, my opinion, first off, it's a tax write-off. With how much he earns playing poker, it's a tax write-off. So this is a joke, pretending like, oh, I just gave to charity. You made a big tax write-off, dude. That's what you did. Okay, you made yourself a nice big tax write-off, and then you put it like, oh, look, I'm doing the money here. Secondly, you could actually be doing this to atone for your sin because you know that you screwed up. So you're trying to, take a bad situation and make it good because you're the one who made it bad. You're trying to help yourself out of a hole by giving this money. And calling it the 135K is not fair because it's just your money that you did it with. The 135K is still in question, Garrett. It's still in question of whether you're going to give it back to Robbi. And then in this stream, Robbi had said, well, I maybe even thought about giving half of it, telling Garrett, hey, let's give half to charity and I'll give my half to my favorite charity. Well, Garrett donated it all to his own charity. So once again, he acted in a selfish, egotistical manner and decided where the money was going to go himself. He egotistically and I want to say maniacally, but he egotistically went and acted and said, hey, I'm going to give it all to charity. Why didn't he give it all to Ryan and say, hey, look, Ryan, hold this money? Why didn't he give it all to a lawyer and say, hold this money till we figure this out? Why didn't he give it all to Nick and say, hold this money till we figure it out? Why didn't he give half of it back? Why didn't he give half of it to Robbi? Why didn't he give all of it to Robbi? He made a decision once again with money that he may not have earned or won or acted in an upright manner about. He gave it to a charity so he could feel better about himself. Once again, it's about him. See, this is the thing with narcissists. It's always about them. It's always about them. They literally cannot see past themselves, a true narcissist. And I've known a couple, and it's their behavior can be shocking to a normal person, but to them, it's completely normal. But to everybody else, it's like, dude, what are you doing? And Garrett may be narcissistic. I was cheated. My life was forever altered. See, me. So, but I know I'll live with it, knowing that I gave the money when I don't know when I'll choose to. Think about how many times you use I. One, my, there's I, one, my, two, three, I'll live, four, I, five, five. Five times he mentions himself in one tiny paragraph. He's an egotistical maniac at the very least. And it goes on to talk about an LA Times article. And the LA Times article says there's no proof she cheated. It talks about him, getting cheated in a home game once. He got cheated in a home game once. And it also uh, talks about how he had to spend 20 hours coming up with this report because he knew nobody else would do it. And the report I debunked in another video. It's absolutely completely bogus. Every every point in this report is debunkable. Okay, so now Robbi was grilled by all these guys. These two guys offered the $100,000 each, right? They both said, "Hey, it's expired, right? We're done." So Perkins said, "Like, we're done, right?" Bob said, "We're done, right? We're done. I mean, nothing happened here, right? We didn't. Nobody's going to claim it. Nobody looks like they're going to claim it. We're done, right? It's expired." Tom Dwan supposedly put 40 grand in a crypto wallet. He's like, "Well, is it done? Well, are we done?" They all came to the conclusion, we're done. She took a lie detector. We've asked her every question. I mean, that we can't figure. We can't see what's happening. It's done, right? But not Garrett. Not Garrett. She even turned over her mobile records submitted to the LA Times. And the LA Times did an article and found nothing. So you have an LA Times, doing an intense investigation, finding nothing. You have Joey doing an intense investigation, finding nothing. You have these two offering $100,000 a piece and 40 grand, finding nothing. You have a woman taking a lie detector test that says she's innocent. They don't find anything. And Garrett is still talking about he got cheated. I mean, come on, dude. So anyway, the results of the lie detector are in. She did not cheat according to the lie detector. There's no evidence that Garrett, there's no evidence that she did cheat. Garrett has no evidence, and Garrett is just he's maintaining his line here. So we'll see what happens.